I just received a letter from George Washington. This apparently is somebody that thought they would take a little bit of time to look at my channel and see what's going on. Sorry, but you sure look like my ex-husband's new wife that, has severe mental illness going on, extremely criminal, and you have the same mindset. It's like watching the same words that comes out of this person's mouth. It's like it's really, really hard to distinguish, is this a total stranger? Or could this be Laurie Nykilchuk doing the same thing she does all the time? She vents an awful lot, blames me for a lot of her problems, and thinks that her letters somehow get read by me. Like, you need to face your own problems and your own issues. I realize, George Washington, that you probably are a little bit uncomfortable with me mentioning some of the mental health issues within my family dynamics. There is a lot of abuse. And just in case, this could be my daughter-in-law's family, because yeah, they're not looking too stable. You may not be too pleased with me mentioning that, but when the family dynamic sits around and bullshits, lies, commits a lot of criminal acts, and then thinks that they're innocent and blames, the one that they've stolen from, I know that they would really, really like to keep me quiet, and that just is not going to happen. I ended up learning an awful lot from this education. I know all of the systems that criminals love to use and get away with, and then try and blame victims at all times. But that's what this channel is all about, is to expose the criminal mindset, expose the mentally ill, and make them a little bit more responsible and accountable for the societies that they create. So, when you email me letters that are full of your own issues, your venting, your frustration, and you think I'm going to read it and actually think, oh, now there's some good advice, oh, there's a person I should be listening to, I think you've got a little bit of health issues just taking the amount of time to write that long, long letter and think in some way, shape, or form I'd be reading it. It's nothing but your own venting. It's nothing more than you not taking your own personal responsibility for your own freaking issues. Get some help. Mind you, I do agree, there's not much help that is out there that will even diagnose you to be mentally ill. But how sane is it to write a letter that's full of bullshit and think that I'm ever going to read it? You need to stop your venting. And if you don't like some of the things that I am saying about the events that went on, maybe you might want to start telling some different stories. But as long as you're a criminal, as long as your actions are mentally unstable, I'm going to be talking about it. Just like you've been talking about it, and you've been lying and convincing a lot of people that you aren't a criminal and you aren't mentally ill, it's other people. As long as you've been telling your stories and you talk and you manipulate people, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm going to talk about the truth from my perspective. And it may be a little uncomfortable for you to hear, but get your seatbelts on, because there's a hell of a lot more coming. That email is a sure sign that you're friggin' totally insane. Peace out to you.